Imagine your best day ever. A day filled with fun, a day filled with friends, a day filled with laughter, and a day filled with learning. This is the story of the Carolina Human Reinvestment Garden. In less than a year, we've achieved our goal of grow, feed, teach. In May of 2020, on a bare acre of land on Pettigrew Drive in Pawleys Island, South Carolina, we began work on our hoop house, which has become the centerpiece of our garden. Good morning. Here we are at the CHRSC Community Gardens. We're getting ready to pull the roof on. As you can see, we have thrown ropes over the side, and they're attached to tennis balls. With nothing but the help of volunteers and a YouTube video, the hoop house had been completed. And thanks to a surprise donation of over 200 plants from the Pawleys Island Lions Club, our garden went into full swing. Our need for additional garden beds and garden tables was met by volunteers from the Community Church of Pawleys Island and Blaine Memorial United Methodist Church. At long last, the garden beds were finished. It was time to start growing more crops, and growing more crops is what we did. With over 40 new garden beds, we were able to increase our production. And thanks to several late autumn harvests, we were able to donate to such food programs as Live Well Georgetown, St. Elizabeth's Place, the Friday Feeding Program at the All Saints Church, and St. James Santee Thanksgiving Turkey Giveaway. All this while educating, building self-esteem, and giving our youth a place to express themselves. Community gardens build community. And in just a few months' time, we saw community coming together to help make our garden a success. Our children are the heartbeat of our garden. And the backbone of our garden are the volunteers who make everything work.
I'm putting my finger down in there. Now you.
Oh! That's like a baby carrot.
That's a fat baby.
Good morning.
This is the last of our broccoli harvest.
What are we supposed to do with all this mulch?
You're even there, Jill. And my natural resource is something that we haven't seen a lot of in the last 2 weeks. Can anybody guess?
No, we see
sun.
sun. I'm the mulch
So I
queen!
brought vegetable oil and a brush to clean the tools off and all.
This isn't a community garden. This is a farm.
We are doing an acre of farm land, and we have some of the most fantastic volunteers. Our volunteers don't even need to be instructed of what to do. They just come and participate and actually thank me for being here so that they can have something to do.
Having spent 18 months with the Peace Corps in Swaziland, Africa, Sybil learned a lot about gardening, and she brought those learned techniques back with her to South Carolina.
I learned about permaculture gardening, and I continue to learn about it. That is why we are not using chemicals in our land or on our products. We are able to grow food healthy and without any chemicals. We are learning how to use compost, and that's why we have a huge pile of compost. We are using that to combat the weeds, to help from runoff of water, and we are able to keep our plants healthier during the summer months when it's so dry and thirsty, and in the winter rains that we're having continually now, our plants are not being flooded out because we have the compost.
The community garden has been a long-time dream of Carolina Human Reinvestment Executive Director Gianni Gajo. Born and raised in Benin, Africa, Gianni emigrated to America in 2009 with his pregnant wife, baby boy, and nothing more than a couple of suitcases. Managing to carve out a prosperous life for himself in a little more than a decade, Gianni's goal is to give back by helping others do the same.
The community garden became a place where the children come. Our students come here. There is an outlet for them to release their energy, to express themselves, to create some art. We are working on curriculum to help the children to learn recycling, growing. I think this is a place where we really grow the kids, while we are growing the crops to nurture the community. We are blessed to have this place.
The community garden is a part of the larger Carolina Human Reinvestment mentoring program and educational system. The Pawleys Island Community Church provides us with a classroom where we've been able to conduct an online learning center during this period of COVID-19. And we have a second learning center at the David H. Drayton Community Center in Georgetown.
It's very important to have children at a learning center, or this learning center in particular, because parents are working. With them being here, I'm able to assist them with assignments. I'm also able to monitor them to make sure that they're staying in class. They also get their meals here as well, which is provided by the school district, of course, but they're able to eat here, and they get a balanced meal here as well. We're also able to keep track of their grades by going on Power School, so we can pretty much see where they are. So it's just an all-around good environment. They still get to go outside and play. They also get to do other extra activities when they are complete with their assignments.
"70 miles north of Charleston and 25 miles south of Myrtle Beach is the town of Pawleys Island. With some of the most beautiful golf courses in the world, Pawleys Island is separated from the Atlantic Ocean by a barrier island of the same name. And to the west, Pawleys borders on the Waccamaw River, part of the Intracoastal Waterway. Known for its laid-back lifestyle, Pawleys Island is the home of the original Pawleys Island hammock. Pawleys Island is also known for its beautiful mansions and its million-dollar beach homes. There is a more humble but equally beautiful side to Pawleys Island. Our garden is located on Pettigrew Drive, right off Waverly Road. We look to the garden to bridge the gap between the contrasting natures of the Pawleys Island community. A place where people of all walks of life converge to create harmony and community. Faith plays a very important role in the lives of the people who live here. And along with faith come a host of charitable organizations which help both the very old and the very young. Seagulls, flying in formation, exhibit a natural sense of teamwork and cooperation. The wind current created by the leader helps to support the followers. This allows them a chance to rest, create more wind power, and in turn help their fellow seagulls.
Fresh produce is being grown in Pawleys Island, but that's not the only thing sprouting. Coming up, we'll show you how a community garden is creating helping hands.
Yes!
The first 4 months, we were excited to get media attention from both the Coastal Observer in Pawleys Island and WABC News in Myrtle Beach.
Watching children grow while watching plants grow. That's the goal behind the community garden in Pawleys Island. Carolina Human Reinvestment was awarded a grant to build the garden as part of their after-school program. That group works with at-risk kids. Before COVID-19, they were serving 52 children. Well, today, 25 came out to help. Great pictures there. The executive director behind CHR says they hope gardening will allow these kids a way to engage in the community.
The cool idea about this is having the kids still in them, they're giving back to the community. So this first year, all the crops from the garden will be donated back to the community.
Right now, there are more than 250 plants growing. All the food will be distributed to local food banks. Those foods include peppers, zucchini, eggplants, okra, sweet potatoes, and tomatoes. All right, here are the new stories.
Though things were going our way, we did have our share of challenges. A September tropical storm brought unprecedented flooding to Pawleys Island, including the front of our garden. Lasting for weeks, even the egrets took up residency, mistaking our garden for the marsh. We had tomato hornworms threatening our already struggling tomato crop, and deer invading our space. Our only solution was to continue planting, continue cultivating, continue growing, and to go forward and not look back. We built fences to keep out intruders. We incorporated known techniques to keep out pests, and we sought advice from expert gardeners. Soon the land had dried, and it was time to get back to what we knew best: grow, feed, teach. Our children continued to inspire and amuse us.
And I love the garden.
Oh, that's good. Did you learn anything new today?
Nope.
No?
We get to play, plant seeds, and have fun.
And have fun. Did you learn anything interesting today?
And bugs can destroy the plants, but you can kill them, and then you can put like mint over the plants, and the bugs won't come because they don't like mint.
Oh, that's great. And thanks to an overzealous tree service, we have more mulch than we know what to do with.
Morning. Morning. Hey guys, you know what we really need?
What?
Mulch.
Come on, get out of here.
How do you think we can get more?
The Battle of the Mulch had just begun. We finally won the battle by calling in heavy artillery. Private Kyle and his grandfather, Corporal Major John. If the hoop house is the centerpiece of our garden, Archibald, the scarecrow, is our figurehead. Named after South Carolina poet laureate Archibald Rutledge, by the winner of our photo contest, Avis Hutchison, Archibald has become a local celebrity, starring in his own movie. Standing guard in the front of our garden is our loyal but very lonely scarecrow Archibald, all day and all night kept company by just a few ornamental cabbages. Archibald has longed for companionship. A whirlwind romance had just begun. This unknown and unnamed lady has made Archibald's days complete. Through good times and bad times, Archibald can now enjoy the cabbage in a whole new light. Pawleys Island is a part of Georgetown County, named after South Carolina's third oldest city. In 2018, USA Today named Georgetown America's best coastal small town. Georgetown is rich in diversity, history, tourist appeal, and industry. Among the county government offices who have helped the Carolina Human Reinvestment Community Garden have been the Georgetown Public Services and Georgetown County Alcohol and Drug Abuse Commission, which lent us one of our most dedicated volunteers, Dave Caruso.
As a drug and alcohol prevention specialist, I speak to our youth almost every day, and I hear the stress in their voice regarding drugs and alcohol from peer pressure and bullying. And this garden represents a safe space for them to learn to grow food and to build upon their own personal growth. This garden also gives them an opportunity to learn responsibility, self-confidence, self-respect, a little curiosity, and even some critical thinking. And the best part for me is during harvest days when you see the pride on their face knowing all their hard work is now going to feed families. It's amazing. It's such a wonderful place, and I love coming here and enjoy everybody.
Our days today will be tomorrow's memories. The laughter and joy we create, we hope to pass on to our neighbors and our friends.
The